everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the beta blocker drugs. In this beta blocker drugs, I will discuss mainly on the angina and the congestive heart failure patient. And for that, I will discuss the classification of the beta blocker drugs and its subgroups and its mechanism, how it works. And for that, I use a lot of mnemonics in this video, so we can easily memorize the all drugs within 2 minutes. So that will be very helpful to us to how to memorize, and it will be very helpful in our exam. Now I am going to start from the classification. In the adenine receptor antagonist, it's divided into alpha blockers and the beta blockers. And in this video, I am going to discuss mainly on the beta blocker drugs. So I will discuss alpha blocker drugs in the next video. For now, I am going to discuss only on the beta blocker drugs. So if we divide the beta blockers on the basis of the selectiveness, we can divide the beta blocker drugs into selective and the non-selective. In the selective, there is the only beta 1 blocker, and in case of the non-selective beta blocker drugs, there is the beta 1 and the beta 2. So now we have to understand the location of the beta 1 and the beta 2 receptor. So later we can easily understand how the beta blocker drugs works on the angina and the congestive heart failure patient. So and how it works on the heart. So the beta 1 blockers we can found at the SA node, and we can found at the AB node and at the atria side, and the Purkinje fiber and the Purkinje system, like we can find there the Purkinje system, and we can also find the beta 1 receptor at the ventricular myocardium. We can find here. And now when this receptor are getting activated, how it works I will discuss later. And if we talk about the beta 2 receptor, it's present on the bronchial smooth muscle. Now I listed this part for the angina and the congestive heart failure patient. If we talk about the beta blocker drugs, it can divided in a subgroup, beta 1 selectivity, and another is the partial agonist activity, local anesthetic action, and the lipid solubility. Now in this subgroup, there is many drugs. I will discuss all drugs here. I will list all the drugs name here, and I will make mnemonics, so we can easily memorize all drugs in this subgroup, and that will help in our exam. So now I am going to start from the beta 1 selectivity. In the beta 1 selectivity, there is the selective drugs, there is non-selective drugs, and there is combined drugs also. I will write one by one these three, and I will make mnemonics for all these three drugs. So easily we can memorize all these drugs. These are the drugs in the selective and the non-selective. In the selective drugs, there is the metoprolol, atenolol, acebutolol, amylol. And in the non-selective, there is the propranolol, timolol, and the nadolol. MEAT, ME for this is the metoprolol, and the atenolol. And if you want to memorize these two drugs also, like I use the mnemonics as a angiotensin converting enzyme, ACE. So at least we can memorize for our exam, so we will not get confused during our exam. And for the non-selective, there is the protein. We can memorize as a protein. Here is the wrong spelling, but for the mnemonics we have to memorize, so it will help in our exam. So we have to memorize as a protein. The propranolol, timolol, and the nadolol. Protein. It will help in our exam. Now we have two mnemonics, the meat and the ACE, and another is the protein. So sometimes we will get confused, and so we have to understand that, like the meat and the protein, which is selective and which is non-selective. So we have to relate these two, meat and the protein, in our daily life. Like when we are going to market, we buy a meat, we select that I have to buy a meat. But when we go to the market, we never think that, in the normal condition, we never think that I have to buy a protein. Only when we need, when there is the supplement we need, then only we buy the protein. Otherwise we are not buying protein, because we are getting protein from the many vegetables. Even we can get proteins from the meat. So we are not selecting the protein in our market, but we are selecting the meat. Like we have to eat meat today, but mostly we are not thinking that we have to eat protein today. In general, like, but when we need the supplement, we have to eat protein also. But in the normal condition, we are not select a protein as in our daily life. At least by using these two mnemonics, we can memorize as the 7 drugs. In the beta 1 selectivity, there is the another drug group. It's called the combined. Because it's called combined because it can act on the both alpha and the beta receptors, so it's called combined. In this subgroup, we can find the two drugs, the carvedilol and the labetalol. And for the mnemonics, we can use the car lab. Normally 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 car is making in the garage, but we are studying here pharmacology. So as a pharmacology, we have to talk about the lab, not about the garage. So we can memorize these two drugs as a car lab. So the combined drugs we can memorize as a car lab, the carvedilol and the labetalol. Here is the another subgroup. It's called the partial agonist activity. In this subgroup, we can find the pindolol and the acebutolol. The acebutolol we can also found in the selective subtype. And for the mnemonic purpose, we can memorize as a pina, our ear pina. Here is another subgroup of the beta blocker drugs, the local anesthetic activity. In this drug, all drugs are same. I mentioned previous, like labetalol, acebutol, metoprolol, propranolol, and the pindolol. All drugs are already mentioned in before. So there is the many drugs. So at least for our exam purpose, we can memorize few drugs as a mnemonics, lamp pin. So at least we can select the correct answer in our exam by using these mnemonics. If we talk on the basis of the lipid solubility, the propranolol has high solubility in the lipid. At least we have to memorize this one drug. So now let's recap our all mnemonics here at one place. So we can easily memorize these all mnemonics. So mnemonics for the receptor selectivity, there is the three part here: the selective, non-selective, and the combined. In the combined, these drugs can affect both alpha and beta receptor. So it's called the combined here. For the selective, there is the meat, ACE. For the non-selective, there is protein. And for the combined, there is the car lab. And second, there is the partial agonist activity. We can memorize as a PINA. And for the local anesthetic activity, we can memorize as a lamp pin. At least we can memorize the lamp. If we memorize lamp, at least we can memorize 4 drugs. So we have to memorize a lamp pin. And another is on the basis of the lipid solubility. Among these drugs, all are soluble in the lipid, but among them, propranolol has the high solubility in the lipid. So we have to memorize these drugs. So we finished all beta blocker drugs with mnemonics, and in next video I will explain how these drugs works on the angina and the congestive heart failure patient. By using these mnemonics we can easily memorize these tables, and these tables is very helpful in our exam purpose.